guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Foye. So today I decided to do something very special, something out of the norm, and I'm guessing you guys will stay glued to the end of this video. So today I'm going to be teaching you how I made this head crunch, and you know it's in vogue right now. So I bring you this video. Please give this video a thumbs up, like, share, and also subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. It's nice having you here. So let's dive in. I have my green fabric, emerald green precisely, and I'm using a bridal satin, and also I have an emerald green thread to match. You would want your thread to match your fabric so it won't be obvious where you stitch them. I have my needles, my sewing needles. I'm using a big one. I have my tape roll. Also have my scissors, my band, elastic band, and I have my tape roll. I mentioned that before, sorry. So I have my synthetic fiber fillers. You can get them from people that make duvet. Okay, so this is the filler for duvet. So now I'm threading my needle. So you want to thread your needle. The threading I did was 4 threads, so it could be strong. Now we are measuring, and the breadth is going to be 4 inches and the length is going to be 29 inches. So 4 inches breadth and 29 inches length. So also, as I was saying about the threading of the needle, you want to thread 4 threads passing through the needle so that your stitches can be very strong, because we're doing hand stitch and not machine stitch, and we don't want it to be obvious. So I'm marking the 4, so because I'm going to trace out the lines and I want it pretty accurate. So I'm going to match the lines together, and that's where I'm going to cut through. So I'm matching them together so that I can have like a straight line when I'm cutting my fabric. So if you know your hands are straight, or if you have a ruler, you can also use a ruler. So I'm cutting out my fabric, So you want to make sure your hand is straight. You know, we're working towards perfection, even if we think it's not achievable, but we'll try our possible best to minimize error. So you can take your time to cut, just to make sure your hands are straight, so you can have like a very beautiful finished product. So I've just cut one of the fabric, and we're going to cut 2 more, because we need 3 of these crunches. So it's 29. I'm just trying to emphasize it again. 29 inches length and 4 inches breadth or width. So now I really do not think I need to measure. I just place the fabric I cut earlier So I can just follow up. I just follow up right now, and I guess it's pretty, it's easier. It doesn't make sense measuring all over again, so you can just do this since our measurements for the 3 fabrics are the same. So note is because the fabric we're cutting, the measurements are the same. That's why we're placing it on each other to cut. So I think this step will be faster. Just place on the fabric and cut. Just make sure your lines are straight. So now we have our fabric. We have our fabric. Our cut fabric, sorry. So now we have the shiny face and the dull face. So we want the shiny face out. So we're going to sew at the dull side. So now I'm using my hand needle. You know, these crunches are really in vogue, and I'm just like, from this you can commercialize these head crunches. You can make good money from them. So when you make your money, please do come and pay your tithes. Make sure you come and pay your tithes, actually. Thank you very much. So now I'm going to sew my fabric. So I'm making sure my sewing stitch are straight and clean. So try to make your job clean, neat, so the outcome can be beautiful. So we're sewing. Guys, did you know I can sing? Have I? No, I don't know. You don't know I can sing, so maybe during the course of this, I'm going to sing something for you guys. I hope you're having so much fun as much as I'm having. So I'm almost done with this. So there's something you have to do so it seems as if you used a sewing machine to stitch this. So I'm going over the stitch, and this time around what I'm doing, you know, when you make stitches, those places where your needles jump, I'm going over that space so we don't have any jumped space on our fabric. So by the time you put the fabric, by the time you put it out, you'll see that you can't find any space. Sorry, I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm sorry. I'm going to show you what I mean. So now we're going to change it to the right face, and you understand what I mean. So now this is it, and this was what I was trying to say. It looked like you use the sewing machine. So now I'm ironing them so that we can have like a smooth canvas. So you want to make sure your iron is not very hot. Like now I've unplugged this iron because the first time I tried ironing this fabric, because this is a satin and it's very trickish, it burnt the fabric. So please let your iron not be too hot, just enough to make it smooth. So now we are cutting the band, and we're using 11 inches as the length and 4 inches as the width. So still the same 4 inches, but now we are reducing the length to 11 inches. So basically we're going to repeat the same process that we did. We're going to sew, and now I have everything I need. So now the band, we're using 5 inches band. That's what I'm using. So this is my own measurement. Probably you can maybe freestyle. I'm just showing you how I do mine. You can make yours bigger, maybe smaller. So now I'm inserting the synthetic fiber filler. So basically why we're doing this is just to add volume to the hair crunch. So without this filler it will be flat, so we are adding this so that it will not be flat, it will feel fuller. So I'm trying to adjust them. I'm trying to adjust the fiber filler. I'm sorry. I'm just so excited today. So I'm going to do the same for the others, and yeah, so we're doing the same. So guys, I don't know if you've realized that when I was ironing, I made sure that the ends that I sewed were at the back, because we don't want them showing inside our made crunch. So now I'm putting the rubber. So I'm just going to stitch it so it doesn't move. Not a serious stitch, just maybe 2-3 stitches so the rubber doesn't move. I'm doing the same thing at the other side. I'm dragging out the rubber so it stretches to the other end of the fabric. I'm doing the same thing. I'm stitching. Sorry, my hand is a little bit out of the frame. Sorry. So we are going to stitch the fabrics together. We are stitching. So I placed the fabric on each other and I'm stitching so it doesn't move, because we are going to the stage where we're going to braid them together. So I'm stitching them together so they don't move. So now, good old braid. Sorry, I wanted to hold that but it wasn't working. This is my husband disturbing me, really. So we're going to braid. Okay, we're braiding now, so let me just. I believe the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. So sorry. I have to cut it short there. I'm going to go back. So we are braiding and we're almost at the end. So I keep, adjusting. And now I'm tacking the other end off so it doesn't loosen. So I tack before dropping it down to do something else. And we're attaching the band at the back. So you're using opposite sides so that when you're done, the joined parts, when you were sewing the fabrics together, will be inside. You don't want any parts of that out. Okay. So we're just going to stitch them together. So let's continue. I hope you're enjoying this video and you're going to try them out. I'll be really excited to get feedbacks from you guys, showing that you've tried this and you did it so well, because I've made the stages very explicit and easy. So I'm just trying to fold the extra parts inside and stitching them so we don't have any rough job. For the fact that it's inside and people can't see it, we still don't want any rough work. So I'm stitching the other part also. Stitching the other parts. And I believe the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how it used to be. So I'm stitching the other part also. The excess part, I've stitched it inside, and this is our final product. Final product. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. I enjoyed making this video. Hey guys, so I guess you enjoyed every bit of the video I made, and I hope you've learned how to make this. I'll be bringing more videos for you on how to make other types of head crunches. Please do subscribe to my channel, like and share, and also follow my socials, my Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. Thank you for staying tuned. Bye.